everybody, Ben for the Bonehead podcast, and it's Wednesday. It's WIP Wednesday time, so Tiff and I are back from holiday, and we're kind of getting back into the groove of regular life, and I've been looking forward to this for a little while now. We get to have a look at all of the great bits of hobby you've been doing. So if you've been working on something you want to share with us, then drop us an email at WIP Wednesday BHPC at gmail.com, or come into the Discord, come and join us in the Discord and pop it in the WIP Wednesday submissions channels. And then at the moment, because we've got so many tournaments and holidays and things going on, we're doing these episodes fortnightly, but I will speed that up as soon as I can, because it is a little bit of a highlight of my week to get to see what you guys are working on. And they're often very dangerous episodes for me, because I'm like, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could build that, especially when you send in stadium pictures and things like that. Anyway, I'll tell you what, let's get started and have a look at some of the great hobby you've been up to. Okay, so first up, we've got Jean-Philippe. Hey Ben and the crew, a few weeks back I sent you my first ever finished team, the Sons of Gerdy, my dwarf team. As I said, the Death Roller was still in the garage, not anymore. Here is the 13th player, Gerdil himself, riding his land mower. To access the engine, I hid a magnet in the hood and on the lower part of the engine to put and remove his hood easily if knocked down prone. I probably won't field him, but he's ready. Cheers and take care. Best regards, Jean-Philippe. Okay. Death Rollers are contentious pieces. You've done a really lovely job on this one. Let's get some zoom in on the go there without zooming in too much. I mean, beautiful paint job. Beautiful detailing. That work on the metal, it just looks very well used. And beautiful edge highlighting there as well. You can get like nice dirty metal, you know, that's worn and used, and then put a nice thin edge highlight, and it just really pops. And the lawnmower blades, beautifully done. Nice work on the flesh there as well. Do I need to zoom in or zoom out? We zoom out. Alright, so this is the cockpit, and this is the engine, I guess. So I guess this is what you're going to use for prone and stunned, which I actually think is very clever, and I like the way you've got the rider able to come off as well. Nice bit of detail. Some really nice weathering. Look at this. Like, appropriate chunks of blood. Absolutely love this. This is wicked. Before we move on, when it comes to Death Rollers, if you want to get them to the pitch in a way that you can use them as Zug. Block, mighty blow, does a load of stuff, makes a lot of sense. Not as strong, but does a really good job. Next up, we've got something particularly cool here from the Priest pack. This is from David Priest. I've lost my tab. Oh, Ben, wrong button. Here we go. So this is David Priest's work for Bonehead Bowl. Now, Bonehead Bowl is our mixed teams / Dungeon Bowl / regular teams 11s tournament on the 26th of November. It's fully sold out. We've got 50 spots and it's all at Entoyment, which is going to be awesome. So David says, hi Ben, I've started working on my team for Bonehead Bowl this week. I'm trying something new and not quite sure if it's working. I want to go for a Frank Miller Sin City 1930s horror style, with them all being black and white with one accent colour. I went with red here, but now I'm wondering if a mustard yellow would work better. I also tried to do some shading on the ghosts, which is pushing the limit of my painting skills. Now let's press F11, come back to that tab and bring up these ghosts here. Boop, there we go. At the stage, I'm not sure if it's going to work, and I welcome your thoughts. Firstly, I'm not sure if I'll have the desired black and white effect or just look unfinished. Secondly, they are proxies for half an ogre team, and now I've painted it, I'm worried the mummy looks like more like a mummy than an ogre. Perhaps I'm pushing the proxy envelope too far. Thank you for all the work you put into the Blood Bowl community. Really looking forward to Bonehead Bowl. David, I'm always excited to see what the Priest pack comes up with. And this is awesome. So I know what you mean by black and white paint schemes. They are really challenging, right? It's a really cool style, but it is really challenging to get it right. I like what you're doing so far, though. And the mummy is very cool. If you're going to be proxying him as an ogre, then don't put them in a roster with mummies as well. Then it'll probably be fine. Accent colour's good. Mustard yellow wouldn't be bad. Orange works pretty well with black and white. Kind of like grey and orange works really well. So you're kind of like, I don't think you're far off. It's a cool theme. I think we've got another black and white team later on in the episode, so hopefully that will kind of help inspire. But, Mr. Priest, I'm always excited to see what nonsense you brew up, because it is always very good fun. And yeah, I can't wait for Bonehead Bowl. But we've got SCA this weekend, and I am super jazzed for that. I think we've got 100 and something rosters in. Not quite 100 on the first day. I think 70 something on the first day, 40 on the second day. I'm so excited. Next up, we got Jonathan. Hey Ben, some pictures of the latest team I finished painting. Skaven, dirty, sneaky, cheaty Skaven. Can't beat them. All old metal models with a modern plastic roger thrown in. Relatively quick and simple paint job. Base coats all over brown wash. Re-establish base coats and a few highlights to finish. It's a really clean paint job. It's really nice. I've never had Skaven team before, and I played them last night at 7s. They were absolutely phenomenal, especially the gutter runners. Jonathan, welcome to the pack, the Rat Pack. Enjoying the 7s tournament that you're currently showing on the channel. Keep up the good work. Much love, Jonathan. Dude, you're running Skaven. This is a really good start. And a really smooth paint job. Like, really, really, really nice. Love the bold green there as well. And as we flick through, it's brilliant. The green pops, the edge highlighting you've gone back and done works really well. So, absolutely brilliant team. Really love the scheme. I love that you're getting some Skaven. I love that these are the 3rd edition Skaven models. They're so cool. They're probably quite small compared to the newer ones, but this is what I started with, you know. The Skaven Bright Scramblers, Skaven Blight Scramblers are just like quintessential Blood Bowl to me. Classic gutters. Absolutely so good. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Love the team, and it's finished really nicely. And you've got a big hands guy in there as well, who I'm assuming is your second thrower, which I think works really, really, really well. I played a game last night against Underworld, and the chap Byron I was playing against kept referring to the Blitzer as the Skaven Blitzer as a Storm Vermin, and it made me so happy. That's what they used to be called. So that was really, really, really cool. Oh, we've got more rats now. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, so we've got Matt next up. Greetings from Tasmania. I recently painted my necro team in monochrome. This is the one. This is the one, Mr. Priest. David, this will be useful. So it would look like a group of classic universal monsters, but I was too lazy to post pics until now. So it looks like I copied Werewolf by Night. Well, hopefully I can make it on the show before Halloween at least. I also just painted Verminator for my League Snotling team, so I thought I'd put that in here too. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, and I'll be sure to email in way too many of my other teams in the future. Thanks again, Matt. Absolutely awesome. First of all, Creek Rust Gouger is a brilliant star player, and you got some beautiful technique on this one. This model's looking really great. I don't know if I've put the pictures in the right order, but hey, Creek, the back at least, look really good. Now, this is a monochrome team here, and I saw these pictures and I was kind of saving them onto the laptop. The edge highlighting is really nice, but because of the way you've done the edge highlighting on the black, it looks really flat. And that is remarkable. Not flat, matte. That's really, really, really cool. Absolutely, really, really, really cool. Okay, we're back to Creek. Look at that. That's just beautiful. I'm sure Ben's going to talk about this on the podcast next week. But he used Creek in the semi-final for his league. And Creek was amazing against Pearls. So, Creek Rust Gouger, pretty hot topic. Nice weathering as well. Nice bit of OSR. Oh, that is a beautiful model. Okay, this is what I mean. Like, the flat black is lovely. And then you've kind of gone with like a comic book highlighting aesthetic. It's not comic booky, but that kind of like bolder than life. It's just phenomenal. Like, really, really, really cool. So if you are contemplating doing something like this, you know, this is what it's about. It's about flat colors, bold edge highlights, bold highlights, and then you can, if you want, put in a splash of color in certain places. I like that the ghost looks a little bit green. I don't know if he is or whether that's just the stage of highlighting, but that's really cool. That is a really cool team to see, and really solid technique. Like, really lovely. These ghosts look much better than mine, and I used colors. So, yeah, really, really, really nice. Too nice. I love it. Okay. So we got some Google action here. This is Paul. Hey Ben, Thank you for showing my work on the last week Wednesday. I really appreciate your comments. Here's an update, and I hope you like it. As I've been working on Dungeon Bowl teams, I thought I'd share them with you. The first pick shows my finished bloaters and rotters for my College of Life team. I used dryads as I thought they fitted the theme better. And I've added a wood elf and halfling for size comparison. The two in the middle would be the strength 4 bloaters. Okay, cool. Now, I like this. Using different models for different things, it's just such a cool thing that you can do in Blood Bowl, especially when you're working on a Dungeon Bowl team. So, these are the rotters, and these are the bloaters, and you know what? Good job making them stand out. You've got extra branches, you've got the spikes, you've got the skeleton in there. You've kind of gone with all the gnarly bits, Paul, and it works really, really, really well. The extra shoulder pad, which looks like it might be from a Kernoth Hunter. Ooh. I need to print shoulder pads off for Milton. Got to remember to do that. I just put a print on. I'll use the Mars 2. It's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, really like this. And, oh, we've got more. We've got more. The third pick. All right, the second pick is an update for my wife's College of Heavens team. Yeah, I don't think this is in the right order. Because, you fool, Ben, you've alt-tabbed it. And actually, we're still in Google Drive. There we go. So actually, what we want to do is this button. Here we go. And this makes more sense. The second pick is an update for my wife's College of Heavens team. I've done the base and shade on them. The 2 Saurus Guard in the middle are proxy for Norse Berserkers, and the 4 Saurus Warriors proxy for Norse Linemen. Interesting one. I love this, but it just goes to show scale creep, doesn't it? The old Sauruses, who are like strength 4 powerhouses in Warhammer, are now the same size as just human dudes. But so cool to see. I like the trees in the background, and I really love the 7 Super Series in the background even further. Love that. That's so cool. And this is the third pick is a group shot of my wife's College of Heavens team so far. The fourth pick is the Crocs for my wife's Lizardman team. Team looks great. Will you be adding any Amazons? Because College of Heavens got even better. And that's remarkable. Oh, that's a lovely Croxicle. The Games Workshop Crocs is great. I'm very fond of the Brute Fun one, but the Forge World one is excellent. It's got that proper Jurassic Park poster pose, and the blue and orange just really makes it pop. So really like that. Oh wow, look at this. This has got to be College of Shadows. Next 3 picks are for my College of Shadows team. It's mainly my Skaven team with some Dark Elves and AOS Goblins added. That's all you have to do for Colleges of Magic. You just kind of... The college teams, you just kind of take a team and then add stuff to it. It's just wicked, and it's a really cool way to save yourself some effort as well when it comes to paint scheme. Nice work. The Skaven look really cool. That's... is that one of the... Is that one of the Underworld's guys? I don't know, but it looks really cool. I love a good Skaven team. And then we've got College of Fire. Last pick is College of Fire team, which is the team from the box set. I hope you like the update, and thank you for the content. I really enjoyed the Lizardman versus Amazons game the other week. Yeah, I loved doing the live streaming of gaming, and it's something we would kind of want to do more of. It's just great to play some Blood Bowl and hang out with you guys. And in fact, we're going to try and live stream our league our league final next week with Blood Tithe, which would be really cool. Absolutely brilliant, Paul. Thank you ever so much for sharing. Ooh, okay, this makes sense. Now we go on to the Grebo Goblin. Hey Ben, this is Flo. I played Warhammer 40k when I was a teenager, and after 15 years of not touching a brush, decided to restart miniature painting with the Blood Bowl Black Orc team, given by a friend and Grebo Troll and Goblin. I've just finished this first team and started my second one, a Grebo Dwarf team. It's a pleasure to play while listening to the podcast. Thank you for reading, Flo. Flo, this is awesome. I love the Grebo teams. Really love Grebo stuff. They're just really good, and I love the character. In fact, I'm working on a Renegades team at the moment, and I picked up a Goblin. I think it was probably this Goblin actually. There's a great power pose, just to kind of add to the team. So having like one-off different model is really cool. Black Orcs are awesome. I failed out of the finals last night. I was in the semi-finals and I lost 1-0 in overtime to Underworld. The TV 1400 Underworld team against my Season 1 Black Orcs, and the lads did themselves proud. Grot Brady did good, and this is a lovely team. Nice. It's kind of like got 70s Browns, like old school football vibe, this team. I love it. That's excellent. That is excellent. I don't know what the pig is there for, but it is very cool. I love that you've tied it in with the theme as well. So good. Love the scheme, and the team's brilliant. I hope that's a goblin for you. I just hope that's one of your goblins, because that's really cool. The troll's lovely too. I think we've got a nice shot of the troll. Beautiful job there. And the weathering on the plate looks really cool. It just looks brilliant. Like, well used. You got the nice kind of degradation around the edges. I love it. And sneak peek here at Flo's next team, which is the Grebo Dwarf team, which is a brilliant little team. Absolutely love that. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got Stuart Shelley. Hey Ben, felt like I needed to get in on the Underworld action, so I've taken a break from the Dungeon Bowl colleges to paint up this motley crew. The Dank Old Denizens. Hey, we've got the Goblin. Dank Old Denizens. Great name. Alliteration, love it. The minis are a mix of Forge World, Games Workshop, Grebo, and Punga. To satisfy my old school gaming taste, I've taken inspiration for the bases from an old advanced Hero Quest dungeon tile. Oh my god, you've nailed it. That is perfect. Yeah, that is an absolute... That's a beautiful beige ground. Beautiful job, man. I love it. The Roger Punga will have to wait for a later submission. I'm building up to it. Dude, the Punga Rat Ogre paints itself. Although probably not to this level. All the best. Happy painting, everyone. Love that. Absolutely love that. So we've got some cool bits here. Zoom. Right. This is just cool. I love the painting style. Like, really gribbly. Really gribbly. So that's one of the Punga Skaven Rat Boys. That is the Grebo Goblin. We've got a Games Workshop Forge World Blitzer. Storm Vermin. There we go. Second time. Love the Snotlings. I love the Goblin. I love the kind of rust, the dirty metal look. It works so good. This is cool, and I love the bases. That's just so good. No, come back. There we go. There we go. Next up, we got Bill. Hey Ben, some of what I've been up to lately. I also now have master dice casting molds, so I can do dice sets. 19mm sharp edge d6 for reference. They're chunky and awesome. That's so cool. Each set customized to your needs, and I do take commissions. Bill, that's really cool. Loving 7 Super Series. Go Undead. Okay. I have yet to get into the land of casting dice, but this is very cool. That is very, very, very cool. I think, you know... Oh, so I'm assuming that's kind of standard resin, but with like a colouring agent mixed in. That's very cool. I love that very, very, very much. Right, and we've got some cool teams here. We've got the Punga Night Goblins team, Torchlight Goblins, Torchlight Dwarves, Chaos Chosen, which is Fanath the Torchlight, and a Morg from Bill as well. So let's have a quick look at some of these models. So this is the Punga Goblin team. Beautiful there. I love the variation of skin tones. It works really cool. I have yet to do the print to pitch for these trolls. I don't know if I'll ever get... I'll probably get around to it. But this is cool. So this is just... Oh, yeah, the Doomdo is wicked. The Gobbo's Rule guy in the middle. The, oh, come on, Ben. God, I know you're screaming out there. The Goblin Dirty Player guy, Hooligan, is just one of my favourite models. I printed a couple off to be, like, displayed in the stadium in certain places, and it's just such a cool team. Each of these poses is really, really, really good. They did a brilliant job, and the paint job's lovely. That kind of bold, reddy pink versus the black works beautifully. Like, absolutely awesome. Great skin tones. And the classic Games Workshop Goblin in there as the Apothecary works beautifully too. I think, yeah, no, that's really cool. That's the Black Goblin, isn't it? From... Is that Punga? Is that Punga's Black Goblin? It is, isn't it? It's very, 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 very cool. And then we've got the Torchlight version. The Goblins here. You got the cool head coach, the assistant coach. I love that. That's cool. We don't see assistant coaches represented very much, but I love this Torchlight team. Got mine on the go at the moment. It's just a really, really, really cool team. I love the sculpts. I love the posing. Oh, I love that guy with the Space Marine chainsword. Absolutely wicked. Nice scheme as well. Very LA Rams. Oh, man. I love these models. We are spoiled at the moment for Blood Bowl, aren't we? We've got so much cool stuff to choose from. And it's been really fun doing the top 5 Fridays recently because there's just so much good stuff out there. Like dwarves here, you got some great torchlight dwarves. Well done for making this guy stick to the base. I assume you have to pin underneath, but he's just kind of like Mario jumping, which I think is so cool. Like, it's just not something you see very often, shall we say. Anyway, back to the dwarves. I love this. Nice scheme. The death roll is a lot of fun. Like the ad of the tufts at the top there as well, which is pretty cool. And this is the Chaos Chosen team. So we've got Torchlight Chaos Warriors, or whatever they're called now. Chaos Warrior Blockers, probably. I couldn't remember where I've seen this Minotaur before. I know you put Fanath, but that's not the Fanath Minotaur, and it's not the Torchlight Minotaur, I don't think. So interesting. But these are the Fanath Beastmen. These are the ones I used for the Beasts College team. They're brilliant. I love the different variations. I scaled up this one here, the Buffalo guy. I scaled them up to 120%, I think, to use as Chaos Warriors for the Beast team. And it's so cool. And this is the Morgue that you painted up for your friend, which is a very cool model as well. I love the little nameplates. It's a small thing, but it adds some specials. And we've got some more nameplates here. Adds a bit of special to the players and things like that, which is wicked. This is actually Rasmus. So as always, thank you for all the awesome content. Looking forward to seeing the 7s play out. Yes, the camera is getting better as we go along. Got some new equipment, made it a lot better. So hopefully the games the rest of the season will be a lot less kind of Normandy beach scene at the beginning of Saving Private Ryan is probably the best way to adapt, best way to describe it. Anyway, we've got Roxana here. Here is Grebo's Roxana Darkdale, as well as a Dark Elf team of questionable ladies from the Myth Bowl series of minis. You know what? I don't see Myth Bowl, the RNE studio stuff, used very much. They're very expensive for the STLs, but this is a very cool model. And you don't see Roxana in use very often either. But, I mean, Grebo makes some wonderful sculpts, and their 3D printing is getting better and better and better. So, love that. And the team looks really good. I love that you've color-coded the bases. I think that's super important. Although, if this... Oh, it's Dark Elf. That's fine. I was going to say, if this is an Amazon team, you're going to need to change the base colors up a bit. But it's not, and it is very cool. So, thank you very much, Rasmus. That is wicked. Oh, we got more. Hey, Ben. I think this might be your kind of thing. Glad to see WIP Wednesdays come back. Great way to connect. Could be curious to see the other Ben do one. Just a thought. I'd love that. But he is a busy guy. And this would be his kind of thing. I think in the future, we've got some scope to do some stuff differently. We've got to get through the next 6 weeks of tournaments, which is 3 tournaments. I'm super excited for that. And then Death Bowl December, which I'm very much looking forward to. The printer is a printing. But anyway, going into next year, there's some scope to do some cool stuff together. So hopefully we'll be able to pull that together. So I love this. Love the basing, but I love the team more. So this looks like Punga, the Cursed Crew. So there's the Pirates, but they did the Cursed Crew version with loads of mutations. Oh man, why is there not an alternative Skaven build with more blitzers, no gutter runners? Maybe I'd just be like a powerhouse. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to go on that one. I go on that one on every few rants. But love this, love the models, love the scheme, and it's just so good. And the bold basing works really well as well. Absolutely love it. All these mutations are brilliant. It's just a sneaky, forgotten team. This Pirates, everyone knows Pirates, okay? Punga love the Pirates, and they love the Pirate team. But the Cursed Crew, the mutated version, so cool. So much good stuff. Yeah, beautiful job there, Rasmus. Thank you very much for sharing. One more bit. Ladies and gentlemen, and honoured host of the Bonehead podcast, allow me to introduce Uncle Agony himself, Lord Borak, the Despoiler. This is wicked. And I think this is, again, a Grebo model. Love the front plate. Love the flowers on the base. It's a very nice touch. But I like the scheme. That black and gold works really well together. I absolutely love it. Great model. Great stuff. Oh, I'm so excited. Next up, we've got Christian. Hey, Ben. I'm glad WIP Wednesdays are coming back. I've been very happy with what you guys have been doing, particularly the podcasts. I'm looking forward to podcast episode 101. The Amazons are still not here. Can you believe it? They're actually here. Who knew? and it's October the 19th as I'm filming this. So we may see another team. I think Games Workshop have got something coming for us. I really do. I don't know why. I just do. Come on, vampires. Drop vampire spoiler in the next couple of weeks. Let's do this. Halloween vampire spoiler. Boom. Out in December. Everybody's happy. Anyway, here's my necromantic team, the Altdorf Exanimates. So far, some of them have been on WIP Wednesday in WIP format before. The first picture is of my zombies. I played second in our league, which wasn't easy, with 2 elf and 2 lizardman teams. Woo. Naturally, I had to convert some fitting zombies to reflect the opposition. Actually, every miniature is converted, some more, some less. The only exception is the left flesh golem, which I sculpted myself. Keep up the great work, everyone. Thank you very much. Oh, we have seen these guys, actually. However, we've gone a little bit too fast. We have seen this team in development, and it's really cool to see these projects start and finish, but I want to see some converted zombies here. Okay, so that's so cool. Let's go from the left to the right. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Elf zombie here, which looks awfully... that's so cool. Awfully like Harlequin body, potentially. Maybe Harlequin body. Maybe just wood elves. I don't know. But it's cool. I mean, I love to see a good conversion. So this is very cool. And, oh, yes. That is wicked. Is that just a skink or is that an actual model? I don't know. Never know with you guys. Sometimes you convert. Sometimes you just find brilliant models. Sometimes you just sculpt them yourself. Which leads me to this. We've seen this guy on the left be sculpted up from scratch, basically. Absolutely fantastic. This model, this team is beautiful. I love the little color codes as well. I'm assuming that's just skill ups. That's a very elegant way of doing it. But the OSL on this guy in particular, phenomenal work, Rag. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much. Okay, and I think this is the last one I'm going to have time for today, guys. I'm very sorry. But I have to walk the dog and then cook dinner. Or Tiff's cooking dinner, but I have to eat it. It's a big responsibility on my side here. Hey Ben, hope you're all good. Just making a resubmission as asked. So apologies if you've come across it twice. I do not mind. If we've got good stuff to show off, share it with us because this is great fun. I managed to get 2 big guys and 2 refs painted up, including a new painting step of dropping Morg in the garden while spraying him and having to go through the grass, hands on knees, looking for one of his stupid skirt things. That is brutal. My 3D printing shed is obviously in the garden, so this happens to me regularly. I'll like put the stuff on my little tray or a bit of wood or something, and then I'll turn around and go out the door and just completely double one it basically, and then I end up having to scramble around trying to find bits of resin. So I fully feel bad because that is brutal, but this is wicked. I love the Blood Bowl rulebook. But I think we're gonna skip forward to the next one, this one here, because it said must thank another contributor to this fine series for the idea of painting the squished elf as a ref and for the idea of painting the dwarf's ref book. It's so good, right? Wish the refs had stripes molded, as freehanding it hasn't gone as well as I liked. I thought it went well, but this looks great. The overall effect is beautiful, and oh man, there's some great models from Forge Art, isn't there? When they first landed, some of them were a bit dubious, but actually, they're all so much fun. Scylla is a little bit underrated too. Really, there's some really good stars out there. Oh, the stripes are beautiful. It's a beautiful job. Absolutely fantastic. And then we return to the dwarfs at the beginning. Guys, I am afraid I'm going to have to wrap it up. It's so good to see these submissions. Keep the emails coming in. And I will see if we can get an episode out for next week. But with the tournament and stuff, I may not be. But after that, we should be kind of returning to normal scheduling. So it'd be great to see some more of your work. Normally, I'd hit the Discord up too, but I'm afraid work overran. And now this is overrun. So I'm going to have to wrap up. But we'll be back again soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy painting. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to support the channel even further, please like and subscribe. It really does help us out. Or come join us on YouTube members or in Patreon, where you can get exclusive access to some content, some loot, early access to basically everything we do, as well as regular competitions. Or you can pick up some Bonehead Podcast loot either on our website at boneheadpodcast.com. We've got the Dungeon Bowl things, we've got tokens and stuff like that, or on our Spreadshirt site as well. Everything you do just helps us.